Okay, so let us go on to the next example. But again, if you have any question from our previous example, you can just ask it to me, okay? So in the next example, just giving you a brief overview about this example. In this case, or in this example, we are just having, okay, the real, or we are just clarifying the real value and the imaginary value of a certain complex number by using its conjugate. Okay, so ibig sabihin nito, kung meron tayong complex number, hahanapin lang natin yung kanyang real, or i-clarify lang natin yung kanyang real at saka yung imaginary by taking the complex conjugate of this complex number, no? So what do you mean by complex conjugate? Ang ibig sabihin lang ng complex conjugate is that, for example, meron kang z is equals to x plus iy. Okay, this is actually also from your manuals. Ang complex conjugate niya is denoted by z bar, or it is equals to x minus iy. Okay, so yan lang actually. Okay, so ito yung ibig sabihin ng conjugate dito. Conjugate ni original na z is equals to x plus iy. Okay, so the question for number 3, example number 3, we have let z1 is equals to 4 plus 3i, and then z2 is equals to 2 plus 5i. Okay, so the question for letter A is satisfy the expression for 8, okay, by finding the real and imaginary of z1 and z2. So for letter B naman, satisfy the expression of A. Okay, I mean for number 9. This is expression number 8 and number 9. So finding that one, saan na ba yun? 8 and 9. 8 and 9, where are you? Okay, so ito siya. We have here the real of z is equals to x, no? The standard notation, and then that is equals to 1/2 of z, original complex number, plus its conjugate. Okay, and then its imaginary is equals to y, or it is equals to 1 over 2i multiplied by its original complex number minus its conjugate. Okay, so and then at the same time, this is the 9, so just refer on it. Okay, so mamaya makikita nyo to kung paano to siya gamitin sa example natin. Okay, so for letter A, we have different steps here. So we have step number 1, use the expression for 8. So as I have shown it to you from our manuals, no, just refer on it. We have the expression for 8 is real of complex number, or z is equals to x, or it is equals to 1/2 of z plus z bar. Then imaginary of complex number, or z is equals to y, is equals to 1 over 2i z minus z bar, or conjugate, complex conjugate ng z natin. Okay, so ito yung gagamitin daw natin for step number 1. For step number 2 naman, we have find the real of z1 and z2 using real of z is equals to x minus 1/2 z plus zi. So in here, we have real of z1 natin is ito. So real of z1 is equals to x sub 1 is equals to 1/2, okay, z1 plus z1 bar. So what is z1? z1 is this one, 4 plus 3i. So in this case, 4 plus 3i plus the z1 bar is 4 minus 3i. So in this case, naging 4 minus 3i. So but in this case, since positive 3i minus 3i is cancel out lang naman yun siya. So therefore, ika-cancel natin, no? So we have 4 plus 4 is 8. So 8 over, so yun, 8 dito. So 8 over 2 is 4. So therefore, tama yung answer natin. This is 4. So since kung titingnan natin dito, meron tayong 4 dito. So therefore, tama. So the same for z2, the same for this z2. So just repeat this operation here, and then you will find that this real here na 2. Okay? Okay, step number 3 naman, find the imaginary of z1 and z2 by using this expression, no? Ito, imaginary of z is equals to y minus 1 over 2i z minus z bar. Okay, So we have imaginary of z1 or this is equals to y1, no? Ito yan siya, dapat ito yung 3 yung mahanap natin, 3. So we have 1 over 2i z1 minus z1 bar, no? So yung z1 natin is 4 plus 3i, so 4 plus 3i, tapos yung conjugate niya is minus natin, so we have in here yung 4 minus 3i, okay? So minus, so cancel out yung, since in here 4 minus 4 is cancel out lang naman yan, tapos yung 3i minus din, may minus pa dito, so yung magiging addition yun siya, so yung 3i plus 3i is magiging 6i, so 6i over 2i cancel out yung i, so therefore 6 over 2 is 3, so tama, okay, so ang nakuha natin is 3, so tama yung answer natin. So just repeat the operation, so you will, repeat the operation for z2, you will end this final result of 5. So isim dito. So 5. Okay? Now, for letter B, okay, satisfy daw natin yung expression number 9. So what is expression number 9? This one, no? Kagaya ng pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, we have, kung meron tayong conjugate ng dalawa, for example, kung meron tayong given na complex number, assuming that z1 and z2, so each individual complex, no, I mean each individual conjugate is equal to the conjugate or equal to the multiplication or equal to the conjugate of the multiplication of each. Okay, so yun ibig sabihin ng expression number 9. Okay, so ito daw yung dapat nating isasatisfy, okay, or kumbaga i-correct natin yun siya kung tama ba tong expression na to or hindi. Okay, so just substitute the value. For z1 meron tayong 4 plus 3i as it given here sa problem, and then for z2 meron tayong 2 plus 5i, so conjugate, and then the multiplication of this z1 and z2, we have 4 plus 3i multiplied by 2 plus 5i. So itong multiplication na to is given na to sa example number 1 natin, no? So given na doon actually yung formula, so yun lang yung susundin ninyo. So we have 4 times 2 minus 3 times 5. Okay, so ang gagamitin nyo dyan actually na formula from our example number 1, baka malito kayo, is this one. Okay, itong part na to, okay, itong equation na x1 x2 minus y1 y2 plus I x1 y2 plus x2 y1. So yan lang yung gagamitin nyo actually. Okay, so for this multiplication, then after you perform the okay, so here after you perform this multiplication as well as ito siya, after you have the conjugate of this 4 plus 3i at saka 2 plus 5i, in which 4 supposedly 4 minus 3i at saka 2 minus 5i. Okay, so ang gagawin nyo is perform this this multiplication here. Okay, I mean this one pala, this multiplication here, kasi na-multiply naman natin itong dalawang to. So i-multiply na ito na naman i-multiply natin. So again, using this, okay, nakalagay pala dito yung pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, itong naka-red. Okay, so ito yung gagamitin nyo again for this part, the multiplication of this. Okay, then this one is after nyo ma-simplify ito, so ito yun siya, negative 7 plus 2, 26i. Then dito siya is isi-simplify na naman ito siya, so resulting into negative 7 minus 26i. Dito naman is i-conjugate nito siya, so magiging negative 7 minus 26i. So therefore, tama yung answer natin. So we have negative 7 minus 26i is equals to negative 7 minus 26i. So tama, okay? Okay, so tama. So therefore, tama yung expression number 9 natin.